Female Girl, your host, KD, and we about to just get right into episode 2. So, last on episode 1, a lot of people listened to it, shared it, supported it, and I definitely appreciate all of y'all so much. Like, that made me feel so good. My family, my friends, people I don't know, people I'm meeting, just all of the support. I really appreciate it. Talking with Khadijah is something that I always wanted to do. Um, I was just a little scared, a little nervous, and then it was a lot of setbacks that, kept coming at me, so I couldn't do it. So that's what we talked about for real, like on episode 1, why I didn't start when I was supposed to. So, something that I talked about briefly on episode 1 was the breakup. Y'all all know I was in semi-long relationship. I was in it for about 3 years and some change, about 3.5 years almost. Um, and that all came to an end one day. So after posting my first video, I had people say, "Well, you only said something about the breakup like real quick. People be nosy. They want to know the scoop. They want to know the tea." So I'm like, "All right, I'll talk about that today. I'll give y'all that. But understand this. I'm gonna talk about it today, and then that's it. We're not talking about that no more because that's water under a bridge. Your girl is doing bigger and better things out here. We don't have time to talk about the past for real, for real. But I will give y'all that because, you know, a lot of y'all were very invested. Like, y'all was around. Some of y'all was around. Some of y'all know the ins and the outs, the good and the bad, the ugly. So, therefore, I don't mind sharing nothing with y'all. And that's what this podcast is really about. My truth, your truth, whoever's truth. Like, we gonna put everything on the table. I am an open book. You can ask me whatever you want to ask me. I'm a realist at the end of the day. So we're gonna just jump right into it. Boom. I always had thought about being with a female. I know a lot of people about to be like, what? So I always had thought about being with a female, right? I'm talking about always wanted to do it, but just was afraid to do it due to the way, I was raised and the kind of family and stuff that I came from. Being a lesbian is not at the top of nobody's list. Like, our people, man, listen, just the world, period, is not really, don't really accept that. They do now, but not when I was growing up. All you heard was mean words, and I heard bad stuff, how people talked about, certain people in my family that was gay and all that kind of stuff. So I ain't never, I just buried it at some point. But one day, I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to do whatever I want to do, and I ain't going to care about what nobody got to say or think about me. And that's the same thing with this podcast. You got people that's gonna support you. You got people that's gonna talk stuff about you. You got good and bad comments that's gonna be made, but you can't really think about that. I'm thinking about my bread, cause while everybody kiki and laughing, you feel me? Shit getting deposited in that bank. So that's the bottom line about everything. But I started dating a female, um, and at first everything was peaches and cream. Like, it was everything I ever thought of. Okay, from the trips, the money, the gifts, the this, the that, whatever I asked for, it was being done. But it's always a price to pay for certain type of things. In the beginning of the relationship, I didn't even like her. She blew down on me, and I'm just like, whatever. I had to like force myself to kiss her and get comfortable with all of that, and it was just it was real crazy in the beginning. But once I got comfortable, stuff just started flowing or whatever, and the more money she spent, I ain't gonna lie, the more comfortable I got. But see, that's when you kind of gotta be careful when you doing things for money, right? Like when the money attracted, it might not be good for you. Like it took her to do certain things financially to make me be like, all right, I'll be your girlfriend now. Cause I see you can provide, you can do this, you can do that, right? Well, I paid a very high price for that shit. Um, like I said, stuff was cool in the beginning, doing everything I needed her to do. But then I found out I was pregnant. She stayed. I was pregnant before we started dating. So I don't know why you think, oh, you cheated on her. No. I just had found out I was pregnant in the midst of getting with her. um, I wasn't with my daughter's father. I was with her. She said she was going to accept it. She was okay with it. You know, all of that, right? That shit was all just a part of her mental games that she played. No, I'm not going to say her name on here because we ain't giving that power. We just going to talk about this and then we going to be done with it. So I find out I'm pregnant. I tell her. She was a little irritated at first, but then she was cool with it, right? So after that, um, like I said, she was buying everything. We was planning for the baby to come. She paid for my baby shower, paid for me to find out what I was having because I wanted to know early. Because I'm like, if I'm having a boy, I don't want no more boys. So paid for me to find out what I was having early, um, and everything. Like it's nothing bad I can say about the beginning of that relationship. But then after I had the baby, and I was, getting back into trying to get myself back together because all the women that had babies, y'all already know how we be feeling after we have a baby. Um, Sometimes you don't feel the cutest. We done gain hella weight. We trying to find our sexy again. And you would think that your partner would support that. You would think that your partner, would be like, yeah, keep motivating you. But instead, it was like the other way around. The cuter I get, it was like the more bullshit we go through, right? So it'll start off with, why you getting your makeup done? What you getting your makeup done for? Like, and these is all red flags. It was red flags from day one because the first thing is she had this sports car, okay, like a Hellcat or something, whatever it was, Scat Pack, whatever. And the birthday didn't add up. That was the first red flag. And I had this friend that I love so much still, and I ain't gonna say her name either, but if somebody send this to her, she gonna know who I'm talking about because from day one, my friend was like, it's something about her. I don't know what it is, but it's I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something about her. Again, ignoring red flags. You don't know what you're talking about. Whatever. I'm happy. She doing this. She doing that. It's this. It's that. Da 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 da. She like, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but it's something about her. So the birthdays didn't add up. Everybody know when you get your sticker on the back of your license plates, it's supposed to be your birthday. This stuff said something else, and she gave me some BS, and my little stupid self went for it, right? All right. After that, the pregnancy is going on and on. Um, I end up having a baby. After I had the baby, like I said, I'm trying to get self back together again. And it was always something. It went from your lashes, why you doing your makeup, oh, who you getting cute for? We all know that's one of the like first signs of jealousy is who you getting cute for or this and that, right? So I'm like, you. Why wouldn't you want me to be cute? So she tried to mask who she was for as long as she can. But one thing about God, he gonna reveal it to you sooner or later. He was letting me have my fun because he give us free will. he was letting me have my fun and letting me think I was in love and all that kind of stuff or whatever. But at the end of the day, I was dating the devil. Like, I was really dating the devil. Um, the insecurities was starting to get worse. Um, it was just, it was bad. I was getting away from going to church. I used to be going to church all the time. Everybody know where the name Khadijah came from because I was practicing Islam. My grandfather was Muslim, and that's what he wanted his first granddaughter to be named. And I am, that. So that's why I go by the name Khadijah, because when I was practicing Islam, that is what I changed my name to. So if anybody wanted to know where this came from, that's there it go right there. So anywho, like it was just it started to become very, very toxic after the first year. After the first year and a half, I say that almost 2 years, we was going strong, dinner dates, date nights, all of that. But in the midst of all of that, I was getting away from going to church. And anybody that's religious, we all know that our God is a jealous God. And it probably was not, I ain't gonna say it was okay or it was cool in his eyes, but I was still coming to church in the beginning. But when I got with her, I'm partying so much, I'm kicking it so much, I'm tired on Sunday. So I ain't gonna lie, I'm not going to church because I'm tired. Well, the tables started turning. Um, Stuff just started being revealed. Let me back. When I was pregnant, her baby father came to my house. That was the second red flag. Or third. It's been so many red flags. I did not want to see no red flags. I did not give a damn about no red flags. I'm like, shit, I'm happy. I don't see them. Red flags was pink to me. So, baby father come to my house one day. He come over there looking for her because she had spent the night at my house. So, I hear the alarm go off to her car outside. So I'm like, why the alarm going off? I look out the window. I see this truck and this light skinned dude. So I'm like, I open up the door, my crazy self. I'm like, what's up? What you doing? So he like is she in there? Is she in there? And I'm like, yeah, she's asleep. What's up? So he like, man, tell her to come on. Tell her she need to come outside. Da, 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 da. So I'm trying to wake her up. She fake acting so drunk. She hear all this commotion. She hear all of this. So I'm like, your alarm keep going off and your baby father outside. So she get up, cussing him out and all this and that or whatever. So he end up taking her car and leaving. They smug. So before he took the car, she told me you was her best friend and your son, be playing with our kids and this and that. My son always want to come over your house. And I'm like, best friends? Really? That's what she said? So he like, yeah, she said y'all was best friends. So I'm like, yeah, that's a big ass lie. So I get to showing on my phone or whatever, like, do this look like friends? Do this look like friends? Da 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 da. I'm like, and why you blocking me, sir? And he was like, she must have did that. So I'm like, whatever. She was slick with it. Oh my gosh, she was so slick for a long time, living a double life. And you can't pay me to think that stuff ain't exhausting, because baby, please. So meanwhile, I'm all happily gay. I guess that's what you could say. I was all in love, you know, telling all my friends and family and everybody, Meanwhile, we go somewhere, um, and it was like if we go in front of her family or go around people that know her, she act like kind of like a little different, weird, like but they don't know you gay, like what's happening here? Like, why you acting so weird? You know what I'm saying? So then once I started complaining about it, she switched that up, changed it. But it also changes, like, her stop messing with her family or like that. She quit going around her own family like that. So I'm like, whatever. I'm kicking it around my family because we kicks it. So she ended up always being around, my family um, and they outings and parties they invited us to. I always took her. or whatever. Because one thing about my family is they accept, and I could bring whoever or whatever. They definitely gonna play the part in front of you. Now they might talk about your ass behind your back when they leave. Like, what was that? But they are not gonna disrespect you. They gonna treat you right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's my family. So it was a shock to everybody though. Like people was like, I did not know you was like that. Da 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 da. I can't say right now I probably would never do something like that again because being with a female can be exhausting and draining. Because it's two emotional creatures, it's two emotional beings, and it is overwhelming at times. But anyways, I had a baby. Now, not to put y'all in her business all like that, but I ain't saying no names, so whatever. She lost a baby years ago, and it was a girl. She had a stillborn. So I was always nervous and skeptical about me having a daughter. But then, like I said, she paid the people to find out what I was having early, and it was a girl. And I asked her, like, are you going to be okay with that? Yes, I'm going to be around forever. I don't care if we break up. I'm going to still take care of her. I'm going to still love her. I'm going to still do for her. Da 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 da. Just like it. Just like it. I'll be careful because I'm on TikTok too. So I'm over here, but I'm over here too. So I could cuss over here, but I can't really cuss over here. But y'all get my drift. So I had a baby. Now, she was supposed to be there when I had the baby. I had a scheduled C-section. She was supposed to be there when I had the baby. She mysteriously catches COVID. So what she say? But in my heart, I feel like she couldn't watch me have a little girl because that's what she always had wanted. And I respected that and I didn't push it. When she said she had COVID, I'm like, okay, but we all know COVID was a bunch of BS. So I'm like, okay, whatever, boom. So we I go had a baby. My daughter godmother ended up being in the delivery room when I had the baby. With no questions asked. I called her like the night before, I think, and was like, she said she got COVID, da 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 da. She like, don't worry about it. I'll be there. I'll come with you, da 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 da. So my girl, she went with me or whatever. Um, Stayed there the whole time. So my girl ended up coming up there the next day. Mysteriously, she doesn't have COVID anymore. COVID is gone. So she come up there the next day, kick it with the baby. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When Lay was first born, she had Lay more than me. Like she all anything Lay needed. I don't care what it was. You name it, Lay had it. I ain't have to. All I had to do was nurse her. And change her. She wasn't into changing diapers or like that. So I do that part, but for the most part, Lay be sleep with her, be gone with her, doing everything with her. All right. Now Lay going on. Lay have her first birthday. She bust her butt, do all this stuff for her birthday. So I'm like, oh, in my head, we probably gonna get married. This about to be my forever girl. Like this is I'm loving this. This feel real good. Lord forbid, hell start breaking loose. Probably a few months after Lay's first birthday is when she started getting real crazy. Like going through my phone, going through my daughter iPad. It was just so weird. Like, um, never wanted me to be without her. So it kind of started alienating me away from like my family's people who I'm always kicking it with, or my friends. Like it started alienating me away from them. Like I used to kick it with my homegirls all the time. And then I just looked up one day and was like, dang, I ain't seen my girls in like 2 years. And it's because I'm with a psychopath. And I'm being all blind, acting like I don't know what's going on. And it take for me now to reflect on that, to see what she was doing. Cause when you in love, you be blind to a whole lot of stuff. I ain't gonna lie. So, and that's what it was with me. I was blind to a whole lot of stuff, but she started revealing herself real bad. Um, my cousin have a party. My cousin Shay, she had a party, and we go to the party. Mind you, I don't know what type of thing she was going through, but she went from being a girly girl 1 minute, and then the next minute out of nowhere, she started like trying to transition over. And I used to tell her like, I don't want to be with no stud. You know what I'm saying? I want to be with a girly girl. Like that's just, and I'm low key masculine a little bit, so I don't need no masculine female. TikTok, this about to probably end because for whatever reason, the battery is doing something real crazy over here. So y'all might have to catch the rest of this on YouTube. Um, but we go to Marche party, and we all know when you log into your Snapchat, you can only have one Snapchat. You can't log into multiple Snapchats like you could do Instagram. So she thought she seen something and started tripping. Mind you, alcohol was a problem too. She was an alcoholic, real bad. So she thought it was something in my phone. That was the first night that we ever physically fought. So she snatched my phone like, you got two TikToks, I mean two Snapchats, you trying to be sneaky. Mind you, I only got Snapchat for the filters, the games and stuff like that to take pictures. I don't do nothing on Snapchat. I don't even know how to work all that other stuff on Snapchat. So she like, you being sneaky, da 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 da, whatever. Man, oh my God. When I say hell broke loose in front of everybody quietly though, but certain people was able to peep it like, Shannon over there arguing with her. This ain't right. Something going on. So, hey y'all, hey everybody. So I look up, she over in the corner mumbling stuff. This how drunk she is. She mumbling stuff. Da da da. So I'm like, "What you ready to go? You want to leave, like that or whatever?" So she like, "Yeah, I want to leave. Let's go, cause you sneaky as f and all this and that." Man, we get in the car. She did something like to the fact like pointed her finger or something at me. Now I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm fried. Like I don't do the physical stuff. I don't do the domestic. I ain't into that kind of stuff. Like that's not what I'm into. Don't touch me. Don't poke me. Don't grab me. Don't do none of that. Cause I will black out and kick your ass. And that's exactly what happened. So she did that. Next thing I know, we in the car fighting like a motherfucker. I mean, we fighting. And I'm whooping shit. I ain't even gonna lie, cause in my head, you ain't gonna whoop my ass. Not no girl. So it gets so bad, it's done got bloody in the car. She done put her fingers, like try to put her fingers in my mouth. I done literally, y'all, this is nasty as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I done bit off the tips of her fingers that was in my, like she had hurt my face like this. I done bit the tip of her fingers off and spit them bitches at her. It was just terrible. So she drive to Cleveland Clinic. She driving to Cleveland Clinic. She get out. I'm so geeked, just and exhausted from fighting. She get out the car, go in there. The police come out. The police like, yeah, we about to arrest you. Do you see that girl? That girl looked like 5 people jumped on her. I said, well, I was defending myself, and y'all know I work with law enforcement, so I'm like, I know the law, I know my rights. She is a liar. She is this and that. Y'all, I'm about to try to... Ooh, I don't know how I'm about to do this. But I'm about to try to... Because y'all is on here and I am loving it. But I need to charge this phone. Let's see if I can do this real quick without this live hanging up. And I'm over here. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. Let me see, let me see, let me see what I can do so we don't go dead on TikTok. Because y'all into it. Y'all are into it. And I appreciate it. So let's see. How can I do this, y'all? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if this works. Do that work? Nope. It did not. I gotta, dang, y'all. Dang, dang, dang. So, this is probably gonna go dead. Oh, this is bad. This is bad, y'all. Let's see. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Let's see if it do it over here. No. No, y'all. Yeah. So, I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all over there on TikTok. Yeah, but this gonna go dead. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this live, and what I will do is I will come back after I get some stuff together. I apologize, y'all, but I don't want to lose the live. So we're going to end this. All right, I'm mad because I was doing good on TikTok, y'all. Hold on. Look, I feel like y'all like, well, wait a minute, finish telling the story. Hold up, hold up, hold up. So this is my real authentic self, y'all. I am crazy like this. So just bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Yeah. I'm going to just have to keep talking over here because... Oh, I could have kept going. All I had to do was that. Okay, I'm going to go back live over here for the people because I was doing good. Boop. And let's go back live. And let's do this again. Boop. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to wait if I know these people want to hear it because they was on here. They was on here. They was on here. I wish I just would have figured that out just now. Dang. All right, my bad. So let everybody come back real quick. I stopped at when the police came outside. So I don't think I forgot. I remember. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. And I'm going to learn how to do this. This is the thing. When it's going on YouTube, this is just how it's going to be on YouTube. No edits, no cuts, no none of that. Even though I know we can do that, but I don't know how to do that yet. Like, that's what I'm going to school for. So it'll come when it's time to come. But I'm going to just keep talking over here. TikTok, y'all just going to have to go over to YouTube when I post the video and watch the video over there. So, I'm trying to wait for everybody to come back in here, but I'm about to have to keep talking. And again, I love y'all for watching. I'm so happy. I'm getting more and more comfortable doing this too. So, I left off at when the police came outside at Cleveland Clinic. So, the police come outside. The police come outside in Cleveland Clinic like, what just happened? She looked like about 5 people done jumped on her. Her hand bleeding real bad, and I said I was defending myself. You know what I'm saying? She touched me, and I don't know what happened. We started fighting because she touched me. She drunk. She put her hands on me, and I don't play like that. So, um, they put the handcuffs on me, baby. When I say my life is flashing before my eyes because I'm hearing you could be charged with felonious assault. I'm like, felonious assault? Who are felonious assault? Like, what? I'm like, we was just fighting. And mind you, I done blacked out. So I don't even know all the damage that I done even did. I don't know that she looked the way she looked. I don't know none of that. I just know I seen hella blood all over the car. It was hella blood all over the car. My shirt was all ripped, my chest all exposed. It was a mess that night. My family didn't even know that I was in the car working with this girl. Like, had they known I was in the car fighting her, now it would have looked like a million people jumped on her. Cause my cousins definitely wasn't going. When they found out the next day, they was like, "What you mean you all was outside in the parking lot fighting in a car? Why you ain't tell nobody?" I'm like, "Man, I'm your big cousin. What I look like telling somebody?" I handled that shit like it wasn't nothing. So they take me in, and we want the doctors to look at that scratch on your face because she tried to bite my face or some weird crazy stuff. Like, you wouldn't even think my face looked like this now. Like, she tried to literally do something crazy to me, and that's why I was doing what I had to do. So I get back there. The nurse, she come back there, and she was like, "Was somebody on top of you?" I'm like, she was trying to do all kind of crazy stuff to me. She was like, "Cause these look like defense wounds. Like you was trying to defend yourself." I'm like, "That's what I'm trying to tell the police, but they want to just look at her because she bleeding like I was the aggressor, and I wasn't. You know what I'm saying? I was the damn victim." So they go back there. They trying to make her press charges on me. They come in my room trying to make me press charges on her. Now, the type of jobs that we have, if either one of us would have went to jail or anything, we could have possibly lost our jobs. So I was thinking about her kids. I was thinking about my kids. I was thinking about everything. So I'm like, I don't want to press charges, you know. And our favorite lines is, "I ain't no police ass," and all this and that. But sometimes you gonna have to call the police. The police might be the only thing that can save you. And it ain't save you from the person, it save you in case you do something crazy. You know what I'm saying? So don't always be one of them, "Oh, I ain't calling the police." Sometimes you gotta call the police because you know your strength and your power and you know what you might do. So let that be the reason. Um, so no, I didn't press charges on her, and she ain't pressed charges on me. Now this is where it get real crazy, and this is where another red flag. Remember, we was just talking about red flags. So she in the other room getting stitches. I mean, I'm talking about had to get low key a mini surgery on her fingertips. She's texting me from the other room. We are in the hospital. Okay, we're in the hospital. She texted me from the other room like, "I ain't telling them nothing. Don't tell them nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing." And I'm looking at the text message like, I show the police. I'm like, "See, take these handcuffs off me." See what I'm saying? I told y'all. So they take the handcuffs off me and they like, "Well, Cleveland police said if y'all want to press charges or whatever, y'all could just come down there because they too busy to come up here." I'm like, because they know it's some bullshit. They know damn well ain't nobody about to. They know what's going on. It's Saturday. Everybody fighting, drunk, shooting. They got real stuff to be dealing with. They ain't got time for no two girls getting into it. So boom, I call my sister Dana. I call her like, "Hey, come pick me up. I'm at the hospital." She like, "What you doing at the hospital?" I'm like, I was fighting her. So she like, "Boom, I'm on my way." She come pick me up. We go home. The next day, I think my son went outside to like check the mail or something like that. My son go outside to check the mail. He come back in the house like, Ma, I think she outside. And I'm like, in my head, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way we just went through all that and she outside. Hell no, she ain't outside. Why this crazy bitch was outside, y'all? Outside with sunglasses on because she had two black eyes. All this whole face was black and blue. Like she had got into, I don't know. I felt bad a little bit, but then again I didn't. And damn sure after everything she took me through, I feel like I should have did more, but I didn't. But so I look out the window and I see her. And mind you, I done blocked her because in my head, I ain't never talking to her again. It's done. It's wraps. I'm not dealing with this. I don't do this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't wait to get in my 30s to start fighting. No, and damn sure not fighting no girl that I'm with. Like, that's crazy work. So she get to text my phone on Snapchat like, I love you, I'm sorry, this and that. I ain't want none of this to happen, all this. And I'm like, girl, you crazy. You need to go home. Get away from my house. Go ahead on. Oh, baby, bye. Homegirl stalked it and stalked it and stalked it and was not, and sat out there for about 2 hours trying to see if somebody else was going to come over my house. Baby, this ain't that. I'm in here trying to heal mentally because you done took me through it. I ain't never fought nobody I was in love with in my life. So, she ended up leaving eventually. So, fast forward, yeah, we end up talking again. She come, flowers and gifts, and I'm sorry, and we ain't, that ain't gonna never happen again, and blah, 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 right? So I'm like, man, cool. But I knew in the back of my head, something just wasn't right about that. Ain't no way she just let you whoop her ass like this and she ain't gonna never ever try you again. So after that, it became a 50-50 relationship. It became half loving and half physical. And when I mean physical, I mean physical. Because in my head, if I let you get one off on me, you might try to kill me just because I done whooped on you so many times because you done kept putting your hands on me. So again, these red flags that I was acting like they was pink, they come around and I'm still ignoring them, still ignoring them, still ignoring them. Now it's like little weird stuff happening. Like I see one day like she thought I was asleep and she was doing something on her phone and said something like I miss you too. And I'm like, I instantly wake up like who the fuck you miss? And who is this talking about they miss you? That's just my cousin. That's my cousin. So I'm like, let me see the messages. She stormed out the house. You don't trust me? No, I don't, bitch. So she stormed out the house. She calling me from the car while she pulling off though, cause she know I want to see that phone. Cause you always going through my phone. You always accusing me. Mind y'all, I was super faithful. Anybody that know me know I was faithful because I was in love. I ain't want nothing. I felt like she was the shit in the in the beginning. But all this stupid stuff car coming to light, and I'm just like, man, hell no. So she's sending me bits and pieces of the text messages, like she cropping stuff or whatever. And I'm like, send me the whole thread or don't send me none at all because you're lying. So some kind of way, I'm like, whatever. She come over my house the next day crying, swearing on her dead daughter. I never cheated on you. I never cheated on you. I never do this. Man, the whole time this bitch was lying like a motherfucker, okay? And here I am again with the red flags, making them be pink. So one day, my son had told me like, Ma, I think she cheating on you. My uncle said she came over there with this other girl and this and that. She's swearing she wanna fight everybody over there. She wanna argue. No, call the uncle, call the uncle. I ain't never cheated on you. I ain't never cheated on you. This my own child. And anybody that know they know that Deshaun is like real calm, cool, collected. He don't say too much. But in this particular time, he like, Ma, she lying. And I'm like, Deshaun, you tripping. I'm like, how you know? I need proof. I can't just assume, you know what I'm saying? I can't just go off of what your uncle saying, because mind you, your uncle is your daddy's people and your daddy love me. So I ain't know what to believe in the moment. Boom. Ignore that. Next thing you know, little stupid stuff just start happening where I shouldn't have to ask you like, baby, this look cute, this look cute. You should just instantly see me and be like, oh damn, you cute today. That's cute. It should be always compliments, right? Hell no, it was not. She used to be tripping real bad, like about everything. Like, it was no more good days, y'all, after that. After that fight, and we continued to fight, it was no more good days. It became very stressful. Anxiety always on 10. Falling back into depression. It was just bad because of the person that I was with. She was draining me. I was this bubbly person. I'm always happy. Always want to kick it. I'm always this and that. And I just turned into a dark cloud. Like, it was terrible. It was terrible. So I just started praying, like, God, if it ain't meant for me, start revealing this stuff to me. If this relationship ain't meant, and we all know, like, when you love somebody, man, you going to do everything you can to make that relationship work. You're going to do everything you can. Pray, ask for help, see what you can do. You start feeling like you the problem. So you start trying to change stuff in you. Like, well, maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I did this. Whole time, it's not even you. You know, it's her own insecurities getting the best of her. And it got the best of her. And it just came to a point where I was tired of the lies. That's what she did too. It was this concert. What was that concert that Bow Wow and all of them that came to Cleveland? I forgot the name of it, but all of them come. She was supposed to have bought 2 tickets, 2 floor seat tickets. Because, like I said, we used to go to comedy shows. We would do everything together all the time. So, um, the day of the concert, she sending me pictures of her outfit. So I'm at the mall now. I'm trying to, match her fly, her color scheme or whatever. Something in the back of my head, like, something ain't right. This shit feel weird. Because it's the way me and her be on the phone all day and night. We on the phone. We ain't on the phone. We in front of each other. She was real distant this day. So some tell me, like, be prepared to buy another ticket just in case she do some weird shit. What she do? My intuition told me. So I buy a ticket to the concert just in case. Man, she get to acting weird as fuck this day, and she goes to the concert. Now, she lied about, made up this whole lie. Yeah, my sister's son was about to get took. I had to go over there. I'm like, so that's why you weren't answering the phone? You couldn't text me and tell me something? You just, like, come on, man. We wake up together, go to sleep together. Like, stop playing with me. So that was the first thing. So I go to the concert because I was cute as fuck. I wanted to go to the concert. And, I didn't even know R&B girly. I'm a trap star. I'm a trap music type girl. But, you feel me, back in the early 2000s, we had all the hits. So, yeah, I went. And some told me she was there. Like, I could feel she was there. She lied, y'all. So I kicks it, have fun. I'm sitting with strangers I don't know. And I think that's when you had the most fun, when you somewhere and don't know people and they friendly. So I'm kicking it, having me a good time, taking my pictures, doing my thing, all of that. Go kick it at the bars downtown. I'm doing all of that. So the next day, she don't call me till probably like 4 or 5 o'clock and come with this weird ass story about all this stupid shit that didn't really happen. So mind you, she had blocked me from her TikTok because she a TikTok girly. And I wasn't really on TikTok. I'm just now getting familiar with TikTok or like that. I'll be on Instagram. So she know that I wasn't going to see the video that she made. Some told me to log into my TikTok. I log into my TikTok. She forgot to block me. because she know I don't be on TikTok. So I go on the TikTok. The bitch at the concert, y'all. Girl, homegirl was at the concert kicking it. Okay, she was by herself though. I will say that. But it's the principle, baby. If you ain't had the money for the tickets, why did you buy them and then go back and like give them back and then get you one by yourself or whatever you did? Just broke bitch shit, broke bitch behavior. But I was still there, having a ball, kicking it. So she still lying. I ain't go to no concert. Where was you at then? Where was you at? So whatever, boom. Like I said, this relationship was just a whole bunch of just stupid shit. Lies and betrayal all on her end. The only part I will say I was guilty in is I let her do too much. And I let her think shit was sweet with me. I was too nice. I was too humble. I was too cool. You know what I'm saying? And when you too cool, sometimes a motherfucker will play with you. You know, you got to stand on business from day one and set boundaries and standards from day one. That I did not do. Just, I was gullible and just in love and just happy to be in love. So, after that or whatever, like I said, everything just started coming to the light. I already told you all about all of the red flags that I had. So, bottom line, the shit never worked out after that. I never trusted her again. So, we started getting distant. We also started getting distant because TMI on this one, y'all, but so what? Y'all tuned in, y'all must want to know. I quit having sex with her. And we all know you stop having sex with a person, it's because you feel something. I quit having sex with her. Because in my head, you a sneaky bitch. And I just don't trust you no more. My body wouldn't let me do nothing with her no more. Like when she touched me, I cringe. When she try to kiss me, I'm trying to avoid the kiss. Like once my body started talking for me, since my brain wasn't working right, cause my heart all wrapped up into it, my body was like, no, I don't like her. I don't want her touching me. So that's how it went, and quit having sex for like a whole year and some change. I wasn't playing because I was over it, and the sex was whack as fuck, anyways. Like, so that was the other part. Shit just was, the money was good. That's why I said I got my karma. Because I only was started off to be, it only started off as, you know, money. I was only with her for the money. Because the money was good. And it was so easily coming. But it wasn't nothing that I wasn't in love at first. I had to force myself to be in love. So if you ever find yourself in a situation like that, if you ain't got butterflies from day one, don't do it. Do not do it. I don't give a fuck if a nigga throw a bankroll at you. Don't do it. Because you gonna pay for that shit in the end. And that's what I ended up doing. So after that or whatever, we was still making it look good for Instagram. We was still making it look good for the kids. But we didn't like each other no more. And our birthdays is a day apart. Hers on the 3rd, mine on the 4th. Usually we celebrate our birthdays together. We usually open up all our stuff on her birthday, then we kick it on my birthday. And this particular year, which was last year, 2025, because we're in 2026 now. Stuff just was real different. I ain't put all that energy into what kind of gift I was buying. Um, I just got some stuff just to sell here. And I feel like she probably did the same thing. I ain't even accept the gifts from her because I just felt like it was going to be some bullshit. And I ain't feel like being pissed off because I already don't like you no more. So it is what it is. So um, she ended up doing something for her birthday with her friends or whatever. Or a nigga. I don't know what she was doing, who she was with, because she lied so much. But I didn't care. And once I knew I didn't care no more, the shit just really went out the window. So I can honestly say May 4th is when we really kind of broke up. Because I got real distant after that. But July 27th is when it was official. Because that's when the truth came out. So I go kick it with my cousins. My cousins come pick me up for my birthday. We go kick it. She come calling like the next day, like, you want to go, paint the teddy bear thing? You want to go do that? I'm like, no, I'm geeked. I'm still geeked. I had a ball yesterday. I don't want to do nothing. I'm cool. Woo, woo. I knew once I started saying no to stuff, the relationship was done because we used to do everything, like I said. And I just couldn't do it no more, y'all. I wanted a man. I started wanting, you know what? The real, you know what? Not the plastic. I wanted the real deal. I was missing what it felt like. You feel me? And I just feel like for certain women, we need a man. Simple as that. But the problem is, men are so feminine these days where you be like, I might as well be with a girl if I'm gonna deal with this. So that's kind of where I was at with it. But I knew it wasn't for me, and I started telling her that, like, man, I need something that you just I don't think could give to me. So I got distant after my birthday. I quit calling her. I quit accepting phone calls. I was blocked her. I was doing all kind of stuff. She'd figure out another way to call me, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna say my part too, because it'll be some times where I'm just want to play mind games, and I'm like, oh, I ain't heard from her today. I'm about to call her. Now she ain't answering my calls because I ain't been answering hers. It's tick for tack, petty, stupid shit. So I'm like, I made it up in my head like, this is it. Fuck this shit. I'm done with this shit. I don't care. I don't want to be with her no more. It's raps. I don't care what she do or who she doing it with. All this time though, still swearing on this dead daughter that I ain't cheating, 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 I ain't cheating. But giving off all the signs of a cheater. So I'm like, man, I don't even care no more. If you ain't cheating, you should. Cause I believe you is anyway. So, it was fuck you after that. And um I ended up see Facebook and Instagram be snitching on people. And the dude she was supposed the dude, y'all. Do y'all hear me? The dude. Remember, she said she never will mess with a dude again, and she don't like men, and men this and men that. Mind you, she was getting the lineup by my brother every 2 weeks. I'm talking about sharp lineup like the dudes do. Okay? Was dressing like a boy, all of that kind of stuff to one day came over my house and her edges was done. I'm like, that was a sign. Like, yeah, she being weird now. This is weird. And I ain't gonna lie, I don't knock nobody for what they do. So if anybody from the community is listening to this, I ain't trying to bash this or nothing because I did what I did. It just wasn't for me. It was not a phase. It was something I really wanted to do. But since I had a bad experience with it, I don't think I would ever want to do it again. I don't ever want to go through that again. So after that or whatever, like I said, I just started noticing little stuff. You went from wearing cologne to perfume to cologne. It was going back and forth. Uh, Going from wearing sports bras to regular bras, then back to sports bras. It was like you was confused in who you were. Like she was confused. She didn't know what she wanted to do. She was trying to think she was trying to do something for me, but I kept saying like I don't even like studs, so I don't even know why you was trying to transition to a boy any damn way because I wasn't into that. So after that, like I said, my birthday night came. I'm totally not thinking about her anymore. Um, then one of my friends was still following her on Instagram, and she done put up like a quick post and delete type stuff. But the kind of friends I got, them bitches should work for the FBI because I got some private investigating ass friends, and this just happened when nobody even looking to tell me something. It just happened or whatever. She on there with a dude at the little teddy bear painting spot. Of course, my messy ass friend sent it to me. I'm so happy you ain't with this bitch no more. Look at this. So I'm like, hell no. So at first I'm like, she got so many siblings. I'm like, well, maybe it's a family thing. Maybe, because in a little piece of me is like, I don't want this to be true, right? The other side is like, get ready, it's about to be true. So now the investigators is investigating deep. They done came back with receipts. So I'm like, what, man? Why the whole time this nigga was following me on Facebook and my friend on Facebook? Mind you, and this nigga was at my grandma's funeral, y'all. He really close to my daddy's side of the family. Me, but I don't know a lot of people from down the way. So I don't really, and I ain't gonna say that lame ass nigga name either. But I ain't, I don't know, man. It was just too ironic and too weird. So one day I'm just scrolling on Facebook. I'm like, this the dude that was in that picture. So now I'm clicking back and forth, going on his page, looking like, what? So mind you, I ain't called her since May. And it's July now. It's July 27th to be exact. Y'all know what July 27th was, right? July 27th is the day my house caught on fire that night. Mind y'all remember if y'all watched the last episode, I was not at home for the whole weekend. Why would my house catch on fire just mysteriously, right? She always used to say, no, we'll be done when I want to be done. And I'd be like, girl, we're going to be done when I say, when I ain't happy no more. Long story short, I call her phone. After, I get several receipts. I call her phone. And I'm like, you lying, dirty bitch. All this accusing me of messing with a dude or messing with somebody the whole time, it's been you. She's still trying to lie. What is you talking about? I said, you're a cheater. You're a liar. I said, and you messing with a dude. Ugh. I'm like, really? That's what you want? And what kind of dude is he? Messing with a girl with a hairline like yours. He's sus, if you ask me. So she still tried to lie first. Then I hit her with the screenshots. You can't lie your way out of this, baby. And it just was that. I said, you know what? I'm happy God revealed it to me. I asked him to reveal it to me. And he did. And this is what happened. When you ask God to reveal you stuff, be ready for the truth. Be ready for what's going to come with that. When you ask God to do something for you, he will do it in his own timing, but be prepared mentally for what comes for that. Because a part of me wasn't ready for that. But the other part, I had to be because I knew already. My intuition was telling me that it wasn't right. My intuition was telling me that she was a liar, that she was cheating. So July 27th, after I got off the phone with her, a few hours later is when my son called and was like, Ma, Uncle Greg just called me. Uncle Greg just called me. The house on fire. So, I'm like, oh my God. This bitch done set my house on fire. But I didn't have proof. That's another reason why I'm not going to say her name. And because I left it with God, too. And I left that stuff alone. And however it happened or whoever did it, he will make them pay the ultimate price for that. So that's when I learned that day, like, I let God fight my battles from here on out. So it's a few things that I want you to get from this video or this podcast. For one, don't ignore red flags. If your gut is telling you something 9 times out of 10, you right, don't ignore it. Don't ever dub back. Leave the past in the past. Leave it alone and move on. It's gonna be bigger and better and greater things out in the world. Heart was broken into a million pieces, but again, 6 months later, what? On who? On who I ain't straight. Blessed. Bigger blessings. Bigger everything. you know what I'm saying, that happened. She was holding me back from so much. She was holding me back from so much. She was holding me back from so much. So much. So much. So, um, I just know that now I would never do nothing like that again. Um, I'm gonna put self first always. It's okay to fall in love again though, but don't ignore red flags. That's the biggest thing I could say to everybody. Do not ignore red flags, because that was my problem. Don't just be messing with nobody for money either, y'all, because that was my payback. Just don't do it. You know, the grass be seeming green until your ass get over there and it's mud. I'm telling you. But I will say I learned from that. Um, and like I said in the beginning, you know, it was peaches and cream. I was in love. But it is what it is. So now, single, been single, gonna stay single for a little while. Ain't in no rush to do nothing. Had to learn who I was again, find me again, fall back in love with me. And that's what I did. So 6 months later, I'm sitting here with y'all, telling y'all my business. Some of y'all are gonna be laughing, some of y'all are gonna be like, whatever. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? But what I do need all y'all to do is keep tuning in, subscribe to my YouTube, like it, comment, share it out, because this is only the beginning. For my ones that's gonna really believe in what I'm doing, y'all gonna see. You know, for the people that's just here to be nosy, here y'all go. Something for y'all to put in y'all group chats, talk about. You know, but for the ones that's really genuinely supporting me, I appreciate all of y'all. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Facebook, all of that. I appreciate y'all. So with that being said, um, it was cool venting to y'all. I'm letting y'all know what was tea. But we done talking about the breakup. So after this, don't send me no more messages talking about and then that's it. That's all y'all get and that's it. I kept it as clean as I could. I gave y'all a lot of insight on it, why I did what I did. I kept it a buck with y'all. I was honest. And that's all this podcast is about. You know, unfiltered conversations, the truth. You know, real raw, real uncut, no edits. This is who I am at the end of the day. So, like, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. And I'm your host, KD. And thanks for listening to Talking with Khadijah. Y'all want to send me any messages or anything, topics y'all want to talk about. If y'all want to join the live, that's what we'll be doing on my next episode. Where we'll be, you know, talking. I'm gonna put the link in the bios for, like, I think it's called Riverside and things like that. So y'all can hop on there if y'all want y'all faces on there. Y'all can. If not, hey, hop on this TikTok live. We gonna, you know, run it up flat out. So, my girl, it's your girl KD, and I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next week. Peace.